Hello and welcome to another exciting video. Episode 3, y'all. I did 3. Hey, how about that? Third time's the charm? I don't know. Don't mind me. But it's been a week. Yeah. Hope you guys have had a great one so far. Let's start drinking. Today, we are having Devil's Advocate from Church Street Brewing. It's a Belgian-style ale. Ooh. Here. We'll put it on this side. Okay, enough of that. Babe, do you want one? There you go, my love. Yeah, I've actually had Church Street Brewing before, but I've only had their Oktoberfest. I know it's October and all, but I haven't had Church Street Brewing beer in probably 7-8 years. 6-7 years probably. Whenever the last time I ran the Sycamore pumpkin run, it's a 10K. That me and my buddy used to run every year. But, yeah, I'm going to open it. Church Street Brewing is based in Itasca, I believe, unless they moved. Church Street is the actual name of a street in Itasca, which is also near where my grandparents go to church. There's a couple churches over there. But, yeah, I think it's kind of funny that it's a very Christian church with a devil on, like a pane glass devil on their can. But, yeah, let's try it. I like Belgian style ales. It's the German in me. I can't help it. Yeah. It's a pretty good German style. Or Belgian style, whatever, close enough. Pass the taste test. I didn't even smell it first. Jeez, what's wrong with me, people? Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, we're going to say, what happens when you take a ton, literally, of Pilsen malt, mash it, boil it up, add 500 pounds of Belgian candy and cane sugars, and then unleash a ferocious Belgian yeast upon it. The answer, a funky, spicy, and dangerously drinkable brew. Interesting. But, yeah, good stuff. I would, yeah, definitely, as I keep tipping it and making a mess. Don't mind me. I definitely drink this again. I bought a 4-pack, so. It's pretty good. It's 9% alcohol by volume. And, yeah. Once again, I bought this at my local Woodman's in Lakemore, Illinois. That's definitely the closest Woodman's. There's another one in Kenosha and a couple other places that are nearby, and they're starting to spread a little. They're pretty good. Even their gas is like 30-40 cents cheaper than everyone else. Like right now, the rest of the state is like $4.50 a gallon, and they're at $3.99 right now. So, as of this morning, at least, recording this, you guys will see it the next day. But yeah, so pretty good beer. I do have stuff to talk about. Lots of things. I don't have as much as I've had, as you guys can see. I have a little bit of notes, plus just a couple lines at the top. Not that you guys can see right now, because there's actually too much light on me right now, but that's all right. That's what happens when you record on an iPhone. So I'm going to put the beer down so that I can actually look at it. See if there's anything I want to talk about. Shall we start with dirt first? Let's go with dirt first. I'll start with the back page because I only have like one little blurb in here, and that's about it. Anthony Macri, regular in the All-Star Series, and occasionally runs some outlaw races. Ooh, excuse me. Finally won at Port Royal over the weekend. Good for him. Pennsylvania Posse people. Always nice to see someone hard work pay off and actually win. That's pretty cool. I'm just going to work my way up from the bottom since I actually did watch a lot of NASCAR this weekend. So, and a little bit during the week beforehand. And, well, recording on a Monday today, so this will be out on Tuesday, lunchtime-ish. As you guys are seeing this, you already know that, but that's okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Super Dirt Week at Oswego. I know Kenny Wallace was in a car in some class, and Ken Trader was there running into class. But I know the big race, the modifieds, Stuart Friesen, Truck Series driver, was there this weekend. I think he finished somewhere in the top 10. But Matt Shepard won that. That was pretty exciting. I did not watch it. I watched some highlights, but yeah, a little busy. And I only watched NASCAR because, well, I was kind of stuck on the couch, and you know, it is what it is. But at some points I was kind of watching stuff on Flo and on Flo Racing, and kind of almost picture in picture, especially on Saturday during the Xfinity race. The ARCA race was on, so I watched the ARCA race while watching the Xfinity race. Halfway through, I had to take my brother somewhere, but at least I got to see the end of both, so I didn't think I was going to get to do that, but it happened. Dale McDowell won the Lucas Oil race. Or not the Lucas Oil race, the Flo Night in America. He came from 10th all the way to 1st. Had a little bit of drama near the end, but he got it done. That's pretty cool. Good for him. He's been having a pretty good season so far. It started off with a bang, and he's been doing all sorts of stuff. That was on Flo. I did not watch. I actually watched part of the race, but I didn't see all of it. Let's see what else is happening. Oh yeah, Tim McCready won at the Talladega Short Track, the Lucas race. That was the Lucas race. Just doing his thing. Probably gonna win this championship again too. It's looking like it. He's just running away with it. Gateway Dirt Nationals. Apparently already has 140 plus entries for the super late models. So much so that they actually stopped people. They paused registering people because there's too many people. They don't have the room for it, especially with all the other stuff that's running. The modifieds and midgets and whatever else is racing there. I have no idea, but yeah, limited space. But it's pretty cool though that it's got that much popularity this year that it's yeah, basically sold out. To register at least. I'm sure there's probably tickets to actually watch the race in person, to watch, not participate. Let's see, what else did I see this week? Oh yeah, Tyler Courtney named the All-Star Circuit of Champions champion. He's been doing good this year. Very exciting. I'll grab my beer. Need a sip. That was like loud slurping. My bad. But yeah, Mr. Sunshine himself with the repeat. And also the other NOS driver in the series, Chris Windell, won Rookie of the Year. I'm honestly not that surprised. It's a phenomenal driver. And it's nice to see good talent. Especially some crossover talent from non-wing stuff. Yeah, I'm working from the bottom of my list today. We'll work our way up to the Cup race, which was boring until it wasn't. But yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, Chandler Smith is moving up to the Xfinity Series for Colleague. I'm assuming he's taking over for the 16 of Allmendinger, who is officially... I didn't want to talk about it last week because it wasn't official until, like, as the video was uploading last week. But yeah, the Dinger, moving up the Cup, probably going to be a deep threat. Like every other YouTuber is saying right now, definitely going to be a threat this year to win. Or a championship favorite in the playoffs next year for sure. He could probably do it. He's got the equipment. Colleague's been really good this year. He won the Xfinity race, which is also on my list. Just talking a lot about Colleague racing this week because, well, I had a lot to talk about this week. So Dinger won for the fourth year in a row, the Roval, Charlotte. It's pretty cool. Good for him. Glad he's doing well and in a good place. And I don't know, he's always been one of my favorites. I even liked him back in his IndyCar and sports car days. He still does sports cars occasionally. But yeah, I'm really glad he's in a good place over at Colleague. So good that they made him full-time in Cup next year in that 16 car. It won't be split between 3 people like this year. But yeah, just speaking of Colleague, Justin Haley finished 5th, right behind his Allmendinger in the Cup race. We'll talk a little bit about that. He was up top 5, top 10 all day. Justin Haley was, which is pretty cool. Like that guy. People give him a lot of shit for being a terrible driver, and I don't think that's the case. I don't think Colleague would hire him if he didn't have a lot of talent, and he's proven that this year. I mean, he's had some crappy finishes, but who hasn't this year? Someone's had some part of drama at some point this year, and had some places where they could have been a little farther up in points, but what are you gonna do? He did good this year. That's all I can say. I like him. ARCA race, guys. Yeah. Whew. What a race, huh? Got Enfinger in there, going for the lead. Couple laps to go. And just moves Jesse Love up, which is fine. That's racing, but Sammy Smith just snuck right in there, and yeah, Jesse Love was not having it. He was not happy, but I'm glad after they interviewed him, after he calmed down, because during Sammy Smith's burnout, Jesse Love came up and like tried blocking his burnout. Like, what are you gonna do, man? That's crazy. Yeah, that was. Yeah, take a beer sip first. Oh, now I lost my train of thought. Great, awesome. Uh, yeah, the kind of melee that ensued at the end of the race. I think Billy Venerini, Jesse Love's team owner, because I think that's a Venerini Motorsports car, got absolutely gashed inside the head. He was bleeding and all that stuff. And one of his former drivers, Drew Dollar, was making fun of him on Twitter. And of course, the comments today were just hilarious of just them roasting him. Calling him spoiled rich kid, no talent. Only gets seats because he has money, family money. It was funny. Not gonna lie. That's why he has no more PR person. He'll either learn or get out of the sport. And I'm fine with him being out of the sport. He's got some talent, but he's dirty and unapologetic and doesn't care. Doesn't understand. He's got no empathy at all. Unlike Jesse Love, when he calmed down, he apologized to like everybody, and that's the kind of person you want. Hothead in the moment, but immediately apologetic, and I like that in a driver. Knows he fucked up, and yeah, he's a young guy though. He'll be all right. Sanchez won the championship. I think he ended up winning the Owners' Championship too, possibly, just because of Daniel Dye. Yeah. Had a shock issue or something. I don't know. That was in the middle of me taking my brother somewhere, so I didn't really see it, and I didn't really feel like watching that little highlight of him just pulling off the track. But he did finish under his own power at the end of the race, just technically out of the race. Whatever, at least I let him do that. Whatever, I don't really care for Daniel Dye. I think he's an ass. But that's neither here nor there. Sanchez definitely deserved it. He won a bunch of races this year. His teammate Raja Caruth was right there up until like 3 races to go. I kind of feel bad for Raja, but I think he might be in Xfinity race this week coming up. I don't know. He tweeted a picture of an Xfinity car earlier today, so I don't know what's up with that. But I know he's run a couple Xfinity races this year, and he deserves it. He's been doing pretty good. He's as good as he can do for someone who was just iRacing just a couple years ago. Then again, I guess that's how they're doing it these days. But my thing is, if you can afford to race on iRacing all the time, you can afford to at least run some lower class stuff. Although I think Raja has run like Legends cards and stuff like that. But not till he was older. I mean, he's not that old, so he's still a kid. But yeah, that's enough of ARCA. Season's done. Who cares? Hopefully NASCAR will actually make it more worth their while next season. Because it's kind of sad when you barely have 20 cars show up and only like 8 of them are competitive every week. that's not a racing series, not even a development series. And the Cup and Xfinity teams don't send people down there to go race anymore. They don't care. Everyone just ditched ARCA. Kind of been a downfall for the last, well, probably 25, 30 years at this point. But the golden age was like when the little guys like Frank Kimmel could still beat up on future NASCAR Cup Series stars on a regular basis. It was cool that Taylor or Tanner Gray or whatever in the DGR car ran a Frank Kimmel throwback. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see, what else do we got? Get out of ARCA for a little bit. I didn't really have much to say about Xfinity. I already talked about it, so let's see here. We'll just talk about Cup for a little bit. I'm gonna take a sip first because I need a beer break. I feel like when I turn, I'm on like all lit, and this video probably doesn't look good, but whatever. Low budget, I don't care. I don't edit. I just chop the beginning and chop the end and make a little screenshot for the video. Yeah, nice low budget, as you can tell by just random beers here and there. But yeah, Cup Series. Enough about the beer. Well, maybe talk about the beer later, but yeah, Christopher Bell kind of won that race. It was the only way he was going to make it to the next round, was to win, which knocked out Cindric and last year's champion Kyle Larson out. He is out, guys. I don't know what the hell happened there. He, I guess, was a little hot going in the corner, misjudged it, and just slapped the wall. And the same part that keeps failing on everybody's cars every week, anytime you even tap the wall a little bit with that right side. I forget what it's called. I should know this because I work on cars and I know technology and all that crap. But yeah, that rear link just gone. It just completely shears off every time you even scrape the wall a little bit. Larson kind of hit it kind of hard. I mean, it wasn't enough to like get him out of shape, but you could tell it was broken right away, right after, because it wasn't drivable. But it sucks. He was probably going to make it, but then he wasn't. Suarez didn't make it because of power steering issues. The pump went out. That sucks. That man is a legend for wheeling that car, by the way. I don't care who you are. That's a wheel man who is Iron Manning the hell out of that car. The fact that he was even able to be somewhat competitive still, yeah, that he's in a lot of pain today. I know that for a fact. I saw his statement earlier today, and I was like, yeah, I believe it, buddy. But yeah, Cindric's out. Chase Briscoe made it thanks to his teammate. Waiting to see if Cole Custer is going to get penalized for basically slowing down two cars in front of him while Briscoe just went right by him. Yeah, NASCAR's even said they're looking at it at team orders, but it won't affect the championship. Well, if it doesn't affect the championship, who cares? There's always team orders. Come on, guys. Even if he did it on his own, just asking his spotter, hey, where is he? Does he need help? I'll help him get a couple spots. I'm a couple spots ahead. I don't know, guys. But there was like no drama at the end of the race until that point, until a couple laps before the end. And it was like, really, debris? Briscoe's like, oh yeah, that debris's been there for 20 laps. And then another YouTuber, Slapshoes, tweeted that he's like, I'm at the race, I'm in that corner, and that was not there 20 laps. But he didn't say how long it was sitting there, though, so it'd probably been there maybe 5 laps or so, if I had to guess, just based on the amount of carnage that was going on back there. For a minute, I thought Chase Elliott was going to be out after he was leading on one of those final restart, and he just gets booted. All that drama at the end there. Cars on new tires versus old. Bell just drove right through there because he was at the front of the guys with the new tires and navigated the traffic pretty well. I mean, dirt guys, they know how to handle some loose race cars, so they can wheel. Especially the sprint car guys. Whew. Bell is a sprint car open wheel guy, so yeah. Oh, the one thing I did talk about was the argument from Corey LaJoy and Suarez at the end of the race. I like how during the broadcast they're panning to them walking through the garage and having an argument, and there's kids trying to get autographs still. It's like, talk to the kids first, jeez. And then have your argument when they go away, when you get near your trailer. But just thought that was fine. They're arguing. I'm sure Corey had no idea that Suarez could barely even hang on to his car, and just an accident. I'm sure they're over it now. Because who could be mad at Daniel Suarez? I mean, come on. The guy's a sweetheart. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this week. I'm probably not going to add anything else. But if you haven't done so already and you made it all the way this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell. And make sure you click the part that makes sure you get all of my notifications. And not just some of them here and there. Trying to do these weekly. If it's like a super heavy week and there's like breaking news and like crazy drama like there was a little bit earlier this year, especially with all the Kyle Busch drama and whatnot. Yeah, I'll do multiple videos if I need to. But I think a weekly show, 20, 30, 40 minutes, whatever, somewhere in there. That's my kind of target time. It's almost like a vlog almost. A little bit of news and me standing around here drinking a nice little beer. This is very good, by the way. I know I've said that a couple times already, but it's pretty good. Good stuff. But I will see you guys in the next one, all right? Bye, guys.